Alright, what's going on, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are confused? My name is Pingu, and I want to welcome you to the first episode of Playing Smart with Pingu. That's me. And so what I want this series to be is basically, I want to give you guys tips. I want to break down my videos, tell you exactly what I'm thinking. So similar to like the X-Jaws series, but kind of my own spin on it. So the first thing I want to do is tell you to be aware of the spawns, especially in multi-team. What I'm doing right now is watching where my teammates are, and I know that the other team will not spawn near them, obviously. So I'm looking on my map right now, I see my teammates are behind me right now, and I know that the other team is going to be spawning down here near the garage, or probably up near the house where the second hardpoint is. And so I get fairly lucky a couple of times here. Also using some situational awareness, because I can't say that word, right? I see the Betty there, I crouch under it, that kind of thing. You want to always be aware of your surroundings. And a point I want to make in this video is just be aware of the spawns constantly. You want to always be looking at the map to see where your teammates are, and that will tell you basically where the enemy team is without having to look at the UAV or anything else. So I can tell, I can see, I know this spawn right to my right here is very hot. When I say it's a hot spawn, I mean the other team will spawn there literally if I'm 10 feet away. So I'm always very aware of people spawning near me, especially behind this hard point here, because you'll see later in the game that happens as well. So you want to always watch your back around that area and make sure that the other teams won't spawn there. So right here what I'm doing is I'll sit in this room, which we call money room, because there's big stacks of cash everywhere, and I basically use the hard point to my advantage here. So I see I got the, I wasn't sure where the other guy was, and so I put up the VSAT and went back in when I knew exactly where he was. I didn't want to get into a gunfight that I knew I'd lose, because if I don't know where the other guy is and he has a better idea of where I am, I'm probably going to lose that gunfight. So what I do is sit there and wait for my VSAT to go up, so I know exactly where they are, and I don't have to do any guessing. And right there, another thing that you want to do sometimes is, especially if you run a class like mine, and I'm going to do a class breakdown video soon, but pick up a secondary if you can, because it'll really help you out. And right here, moving right along, you also want to use good situations to your advantage. So what I'm doing right here what I was doing right there is using that care package as bait, basically, and letting the other teams come to it instead of just bum rushing it and trying to grab the care package for myself, which I know, it's tempting to do that just in case, it's a good care package or something. But what you want to do is try and use that to get even more kills, because even if I got that care package, I think it was only a hunter killer, so it wouldn't have been worth it dying. It wouldn't have been worth dying for it, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh, excuse me. And here I wanted to point out how to know when to back off. You see I had jelly on my screen there. I knew I was getting shot at. The guy knew exactly where I was, so I ducked into cover and just stayed away, because I can't say enough about knowing when to challenge and when not to. As you'll see right there, I rushed into their spawn and I paid for it, and I wasn't even upset about that death, because I knew exactly what I was doing, and it was stupid. I rushed their spawn too much there, and luck is a huge part of this game. You can't deny that. Like right here, that was just unlucky. Either way I would have died, because my swarm would have killed me. But yeah, and you can see right here coming up the stairs, if I would have been a second later, that guy would have been behind me and he would have shot me in the back. So it's one of those things where you just gotta take everything with a grain of salt, and understand that luck is a huge part, and aim or not is also a huge part of the game. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the using your teammates to help you out, especially if you got guys that you know that you're playing with, like not just randoms with no mics. I was telling my buddy Meringue here to check the corners with the AGR because I thought there were guys camping in this room here. So I said, hey, can you check that room to make sure there's nobody in there, because I didn't want to have to stick my neck out if there was a little robot that could do it for me. So always using your teammates to help you out is a great idea, because it can help them get kill streaks in the process, or help them get kills too. What else do I want to say? UAVs. UAVs are, this game, they're better than they were in Modern Warfare 3, because Ghost has been nerfed quite a bit from the nightmare that was Assassin in Modern Warfare 3. But what I want to say is, don't always trust the UAV when it's up. I know I'll even catch myself doing this, where I look at the UAV like it's a VSAT, so I'm assuming that everybody on the map is going to be on the UAV, and obviously that's not the case. So don't always trust it. Make sure you're constantly watching your back and being aware of the spawns, because people with Ghost will inevitably be behind you, because that's where you're not going to be looking. So make sure you always keep your back to the outside of the map, and nobody's going to sneak up on you. And right here, I was kind of, I guess you could say, camping a little bit. But what I like to do is, or what I like to say, like, it's okay to camp a little if you need to. Like, I was one off a VSAT there. I didn't want to take an unnecessary death. It's not worth it. It's not worth taking a death just to try and uphold some kind of standard, like a non-camping standard, or something like that. It's just, that's not how this game works. It's not, and it never will be. Nobody plays this game with honor and respect or anything like that. This isn't real life. This is Call of Duty, and I play to win. So I'm gonna do exactly what I need to do in order to win. And that's my 2 cents on that subject. So I'm going to keep using the hardpoint to help me get my high streaks, and when I get them, I hold them. And this is a strategy that I don't think a lot of people employ quite a bit. And I think that's just because, if you get a high streak like a swarm or an escort drone like I've got here, you just want to call it in right away, right? But what I do is I'm about halfway to my next VSAT here. And that's why I called my swarm in, is because I'm already on another streak. So I'm hoping that my swarm will be able to get me enough points to get me to my next VSAT, which then I can pull up my gun and start using it. Right here, I tried to shoot that guy with my MSMC that I picked up, but then I realized that gunfight was very unfair and balanced in his favor. So what I did was switch to my LMG, my QBB here, and decided that it was a better gun for that gunfight, since it was a mid-range gunfight, so it's obviously a better gun than an MSMC to be able to take somebody out at long range. So that's what I wanted to say, is use the right gun for the right situation. If you've got a B-23, keep that for a close range gunfight. I know this seems kind of obvious stuff, but it bears repeating, because it really can save your life sometimes. I wanted to talk about my class setup a little bit here, and I'm gonna in the future, probably in the next few days or so, I'm gonna do a detailed class breakdown video where I show you guys a few of the classes that I use. Probably not all of them. Maybe I'll save the rest of them for another video, but I'll definitely show you probably at least 5 classes that I use regularly, and why I use them, and the strategies I employ while I use them. So this class right here that I'm using, I can give you a little bit of a breakdown of it. It's the QBB, a light machine gun. I can remember what it was called, and it's got rapid fire, extended mags, and laser sight. And it's basically, I'm using it like an SMG. It's a crazy high fire rate, about the same as the Scorpion. And here's what I was talking about, just to segue. These guys will spawn literally right beside me, either up to my left right now, or right in front of me there. They will spawn, no matter if you're there or not, so always be aware of that. Yeah, my class. I was going back to my class, and then I believe I'm using 5 perks, or am I using... No, I'm using 4 perks. I'm using Lightweight and Flak Jacket. I'm using Scavenger, because that gun it tears through ammo like you wouldn't believe. The crazy high fire rate is insane, and you definitely need Scavenger. And then I believe I have Tactical Mask too, because I literally have Tactical Mask on every class that I have. And yeah, it's basically to use the QBB like it's an SMG, and it actually works very, very well in close range gunfights. Like it works just as well as a Vector or a Scorpion would, and the only thing different is that you have a 100-round mag instead of, you know, a 30 or 40-round mag, and you can be all out and aggressive with it, and it's a really great class. So there's the final score: 65-2, 10 captures, 2 defends. I hope you guys learned something. If you enjoy this style of commentary where I break things down, please give the video a like and let me know. Tell me down in the comments what else you'd like to see, if you enjoy this type of video, if you enjoy another type of video. And I just want to thank everybody for watching, and have a great day.